Messy.
Hello.
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 Keep
Hello.
it.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Keep
Welcome to episode 3, season 2.
I actually got a full night of
A
sleep.
full night of sleep.
I'm not hungover.
Mike is putting his life together. Week number 3.
This
of
is
Messy.
round 2 of Mike trying to put his life together. There was a little bit of a bump, little hiccup.
A little bump.
It happens. It's because I work at a bar. Now, I don't know if I do.
Oh yeah, that's happened. That's
we
new.
don't know
That's
if we
new in
can
this
talk.
world.
I don't know if I can talk. Well, they don't fucking listen to this podcast. If they did, I would have been fired a long
That's
time
the
ago.
reason why you're suspended.
Honestly, it might be.
That's when you called me, I thought that was going to be like they heard something and they're like,
Yeah.
we
Well,
want
I
to
think
talk
up
to
until
you.
now they didn't want to like fully reprimand me for something stupid because they try to get you on something stupid. I'm not gonna say. I'm like afraid to say what because they will fire me if they hear me talking shit. They fired Alex, who was on the show with me,
Mhm.
because he was walking to work on his
Yeah, he,
Instagram story and he was like, I so don't want to go to work right now. And they pulled him in. They were like, well, maybe if you like apologize and like beg the manager for your job back. And Alex was literally like, go fuck yourself.
Oh no.
I work at every bar on the strip. Literally, fuck you. So he left. I don't work at every bar on the strip.
Yeah.
So I've just been sitting at home, like, just
Trying to figure out how
smiling,
you're going to pay
just
rent.
being like, wow,
Oh, no.
savings has been great. You know, good thing Mac told me to do that for that New Year's resolution. But after this
You're
month,
welcome.
where are
You're
we
welcome.
going?
I just saw your future and saw where it was heading.
Yeah. No, I got in
Um,
trouble.
You got in trouble.
I got in trouble for something that really was it was a misunderstanding. But the manager on duty who can clear up the misunderstanding is in Aspen for Gay Ski Week.
Oh, that's what's happening. You didn't tell me that.
Yeah, when I was annoyed because like, okay, now I'm missing a week of work because you can't just text him
Text
and
him.
ask him, or it's like literally on the camera.
So you're literally just suspended until he gets back?
Suspended until further notice.
Until
The
further
fuck does that?
notice.
I haven't been suspended.
Wow, that money.
I've never
Run
been
it
suspended.
dry.
I've never been suspended. I know, hard to believe. Like my ass never been suspended. Never been suspended. I've been fired though. Like on live TV.
Well, my resolutions are going great. I went outside.
I forced you to go to Costco.
You forced me to go to Costco. I hung out with some friends. 2020
friends?
is changing.
Without me? I'm gonna get super jealous.
Friends you don't know. Surprise,
about it.
surprise.
Tell me
You know,
about it.
he lived in LA his entire life. So he has friends from like childhood days.
I know you do. I've been telling you to get out of your apartment and do things more, so it makes me happy. What did
Yeah.
you do?
We just like hung out. We played games. We went to a restaurant. I didn't eat. That was the problem. Problem number 2.
Why would
arose.
you go
I
to
did
a
not
restaurant
eat the
and don't-
entire day.
Did you pay for any of it? Just
No,
good.
no. I just sat there and like drank water. I don't know why I do that. I don't know.
Why go to a restaurant if you're not gonna eat?
I'm me. Why do I do anything the way I do it?
Well, there's like a lot of stuff around here. There's like that one up. There's a video game bar.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a lot. I mean, you don't
There's
really.
a video game
I mean,
bar?
you don't really drink a lot, but it's like still fun. There's like places you can go and do. Come with me. I know you got very like uncomfortable at Costco because
Yeah, Costco's a very place to get very uncomfortable in the first place.
Mac pulled me aside and was like, "Are you wearing underwear?" I was like, "Yes." Why? He goes, "Because you're like completely oblivious. People are staring at
everybody
you." I'm
was
like,
staring at you.
I wore gray sweatpants. I was comfortable, but I was wearing underwear.
What kind of underwear were you wearing?
I don't. Marco?
Because everything was hanging out, Mike. Everything. You
Well,
saw
everyone
the
is
imprint
welcome.
of like everything,
Listen,
and
that's
everyone
the
was just
bonus
having
for
a
the
show.
premium membership at Costco. You're paying a monthly rate. This is what comes with
This
it.
is what happens.
My
You get a
OnlyFans is
show.
subscribed with Costco. That's it. It's a partnership. I haven't told you about it yet.
Oh my god.
What's your fucking gay agenda?
my gay? Are we going into it?
Let's just go into it. We
Okay.
bantered enough. We're so like sidetracked.
3, 2, 1. Gay agenda with Mac. We have 2 gay agendas this week.
Yeah, because I
Both of them we
reprimanded you
did
in the
not
car.
talk about last week, and you got mad at me because I was not paying
Oh,
attention.
I didn't get mad at you. We were coming home. I'm like, oh, we should have talked about this, and you were like, oh, fuck. Like, you
So first one, very
Mm.
somber.
Tell-
Everyone get your napkins ready.
insert sad music if we have it here.
Jeffree Star and Nathan, last name, broke up.
I'm more sad for Nathan.
Why?
Because they just moved into that fucking house. Can you imagine you just move into that house and it's like, bye? What? Whose decision was that? They're already open at that point
I
and
think
just
it
like
was-
simmer down.
It sounded like it was more his decision. Like he was just like over it or something.
I
I,
mean,
don't
I
know the
get
full
it.
drama.
I mean,
But
I
they
get
broke
it.
up. They've been together for like a while. Do you know how long they've been together for? 5 years? I think so. 5 years. Elle Mills is here, by the way, guys.
Okay, yeah, we're bringing her in.
We haven't.
Ellis, give us a hey.
Hi.
There we go. She'll be here in a
We have
second.
Elle Mills in the studio with us.
I'm warming the spot up for
We're
you.
getting ready. It's already in the title, so like whatever. Here's the build up.
Yeah.
But yeah, they've been together for 5 years, and they just randomly broke up, and
That
it was like a
sucks.
big thing. Like Nate was like a big part of Jeffree Star's brand recently,
Yeah.
and so it's like a big shift. 2020 is going to be weird.
Well, that is weird. But I mean, we talked about it a little bit because I asked you. I was like, "Did you watch the breakup video?" You know what I mean? Because obviously,
No, I did not.
You didn't.
I did.
I
I
watched it.
like the first like 5 or 10 minutes of it. Isn't it like
Uh-huh.
20 minutes long or something?
Yeah, I mean, but all of them are. They know the algorithm game at this point. Like I like Jeffree. I don't really like. I'm not like a makeup person, but I
Mhm.
like respect that because I'm from the MySpace era, so I love somebody who
so
builds himself from like.
I've known
yes.
Jeffree Star since the MySpace era too.
I knew the
really,
music.
Like, catch
I
on.
liked
I
all
didn't really
that.
catch on to what Jeffree Star was doing until the Shane Dawson documentary, and I was like, oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. But I love the whole story about like someone like
I
building
remember the
something from
Jeffree Star
nothing.
and Akon era when Akon was like, "This is gonna be the next Lady Gaga."
Yes.
I remember that.
Someone actually tried to like expose me in high school. No, 6th grade. This girl came up and was like, "Mike, do you think this girl's hot? Do you think this girl's hot?" First of all, transphobic because it was Jeffree Star. They're putting me on the spot.
Mm.
But I was like, "Yeah, beautiful." They were like, "It's a guy," like yelling at me, trying to
Oh,
like expose
wow.
me. I was like, first of all, gender is not a norm. I don't know. I got so embarrassed at the moment, but that was my introduction to Jeffree Star. But I love somebody who like they have like a whole story of how like they built themselves from nothing.
Mhm, from
So I
nothing.
like them from that. But the video of them breaking up it seemed very like scripted. I know they like seemed sad. It just like it seemed very like acting sad.
Mhm.
I know
I
they're
mean-
definitely probably sad, but
Yeah, I feel like it had to be kind of scripted.
yeah,
like,
I'm not
in a
judging their
sense.
emotions.
It just happened. They were together for 5 years, and apparently it happened like 2 weeks ago before that video was filmed. I'll still be crying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So yeah, I feel like it was scripted for a reason. Like the emotions were too wild, too rampant. Also, Jeffree Star is a gigantic brand.
I was gonna say that's what you said.
$1 billion brand.
I
So
know.
like Jeffree Star can't really post something unscripted about that personal life.
And you
know what
have
I
to
mean?
address
at that
it
point
because
you're like,
people are so invested in his life. His life is literally his brand. So I get what
Mhm.
you're saying with that.
yeah.
But that does suck, especially like he probably like feels like he has so much, and then to feel like he lost probably the most valuable thing that he cares
Mhm.
about.
Mhm.
That's got to be like kind of like a wake up call.
Yeah, this is like the
Deep.
longest gay Jenna has ever gone.
Because this is the first time it's been
It is
good.
really story number 1.
Yeah.
Wow, so much has happened for the gays.
Well, because sometimes like the gay agendas you bring up are great. It's like this political person that I've never heard of did this action lawsuit on this, and I'm like, cute, great.
Well, story number 2.
Badam.
NaylanikkieTutorials just came out as transgender,
I was.
but was mostly forced to come out because someone was blackmailing her.
Do we know who they are? Because
No, we don't know the blackmailers, but someone was blackmailing her
Say.
to tell her story, and so she decided, I'm going to tell my story, and came out on a
I
whim.
love that. I love that, especially when
You love blackmail?
No. Well, my relationship with someone being blackmailed to do
Mhm.
stuff. I mean, like taking their
Taking over,
power
not
back.
playing victim, and
is
just going
amazing.
for it, taking the power move. Yeah,
It's like
I
a
applaud
big
that.
fu, like that picture of her giving the finger.
Mhm.
I like that. But I didn't even. Did you ever see that coming like at all? And I give her.
No, I mean I don't really pay attention to the beauty world at all, so I have no
Yeah.
idea what's going on over there. And so I was like, oh
Uh-huh.
wow, I was like, welcome.
Well, one thing I respect. I mean, obviously, I love, especially in this like current climate and everything. I love when people tell like a success story, especially somebody who's like openly trans and is like empowerment and all that kind of
Mhm.
stuff. I do also greatly respect her because she didn't lean on that to build her brand or make herself, like, to
And
get where
I
she
think
is.
that's what she said in the video. She
Yeah.
didn't want to lean on that.
She didn't want to lean on any kind of like gender identification, sexuality, or anything like that. She just wanted to be like, hey, this is my
This is
passion.
makeup,
This is what
this
I'm
is
good
art,
at.
this is
I
what I
want to
wanna
be known
do.
for that.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's amazing because obviously what it does boil down to, it's like your gender doesn't make you important. Your sexuality doesn't make you important. It's just like a part of who you are.
Mhm.
And like, let's move on. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Obviously we talk about it, but I love the way that she approached it.
Mhm. Well, what a positive note on Messy.
See, when you do your
Season
work,
2,
we can banter.
Positivity. Okay, so now let's get into something disgusting.
Sorry, maybe because I've been sober.
Sober Mike is a
I'm
new
calmed
Mike.
down a lot.
Wow, you're growing up. That's what that's called. That's
I
called
am.
being a 27-year-old.
Did you just
Taking his
age me
life
live
in
on the
his own
podcast?
hands. I age you like every episode.
Sorry, it's been a long week of reflection. I sat home and ate 27 mochis last night. Am I
Being
saying that right?
unemployed, just like realizing, where am I in life?
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I'm not fully unemployed. I have my own stuff.
So are we doing hookup time with Mike?
We can hook up time, Mike. I just want to preference and say it's a little long, so I'm gonna try to go fast.
Okay.
I skimmed it.
3, 2, 1.
It's hookup time with Mike. Me.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What's the hookup time? Sorry.
All right. I got this mixed up because someone actually sent me a long ass email about how I'm apparently bipolar. But like that's a story for another day.
Have we talked about that on this?
No, we don't have to.
No, do you want to? You want to get down into that?
I don't want to.
How long was the email?
It was like a 5-body, like a sandwich paragraph.
Of them trying to explain to you that you're...
Yes.
Why do people like to assess your like mental problems? It's like always you on this like reviews of a podcast. It's always like, I think Mike's this. I think Mike has trauma, so he needs to be touched a lot. Do you remember that guy? The guy went
Mike's a whore because of his horrible past. What?
What the fuck is that? Yeah. Oh, God. More of the story. Stop trying to assess Mike. He's just weird.
And it was a very nice email. Like I wasn't offended by it at all. It's like, hi, Mike. Like great like, fan and everything. I love you and Mac. Your chemistry's great. But by the way, like you might be bipolar because I am and everything. I was like, wow. Anyway, so this hookup story. Let's get down and dirty real quick.
Okay.
Play that sexy music, baby. All right, so I've been living in a small conservative city.
Speaking to the mic, baby. Speaking to the mic,
I
maybe?
am speaking to the mic, baby.
Continue.
Thank you. So I've been living in a small conservative city in Korea for about 3 years now. After my first 2 months here, I was without sex.
Oh no.
Oh
God.
How do you go on?
I've been there.
Feeling particularly horny, I decided to download Grindr for the first time.
Here we go.
First time my ass in Korea.
Wow. This is my first. They had to make that a specific. Like, for my first time.
Yeah, so I feel
first
like
time on this app.
I've said that people always say that. Like, I've never had a Grindr. Like, it's a flex.
That? Oh
Please,
my God.
get out of here. Anyway. This is gonna be long if we keep it. I immediately get into a message with someone without a picture. Don't ever do that. But being polite, I responded. We got into a discussion and he tells me he's visiting from Busan.
Busan?
I'm sorry if I pronounce things wrong. I just want to say that Busan.
How do you spell it?
Busan. So it sounds like Busan.
I don't know where that is.
Great. And is currently at a motel. Ooh.
Oh, wow.
A motel in Korea that you met on Grindr with.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. A faceless pic
At
in a motel
in Korea.
Busan.
Okay. We get into a discussion and he tells me he's visiting from Busan, currently in motel. Okay. I ask for a picture and he sends me what appears to be a photo you take for an ID.
Oh.
All right. He has a bowl cut, slim face, almond eyes. Okay, we talked about last time. We're not going to get into the date. Your storytelling is great.
They want a long moment.
Get to the dick.
They want the entire section. They want all 30 minutes.
Get to it. Okay. I get to the motel. He flings the door open, fully naked, grabs me by grabs him by the neck and kisses me passionately. Okay, thank you. I was getting worried for a second there. Passionately. He shoves his hands into my pants. Next thing I know, he's on my back, pounding. We have a long ass fuck session when he begins screaming Korean, a bunch of numbers that I'm not gonna even attempt. I don't know. It's a bunch of letters. There's a SSA-SSAAN. If that makes sense to anybody in Korea, I'm not even gonna.
Let me see it.
Look. He starts screaming.
Sasan? What?
Yes, cancel you, not me. Anyway. And he slips out. I move to his dick, start blowing him when he begins shooting. Okay. So they had a really long fuck session.
Great. Does it go into detail about how like they had sex?
Yeah, it's like your storytelling is great, but guys,
I feel like these people probably like write like lemons on what's that fan site? The fandom writing. What is it called? Wattpad.
What? It's like a fanfic or something like that?
Fanfic? Have you never heard of lemons on Wattpad?
I don't read. Porn barely gets me off, Mac. You think me reading something is going to do the trick? Just like jerking off to Twilight? Anyway, back to the story. Okay. After coming, they cuddle for a little bit. He makes me feel his lips, eyes. Guys.
What?
I don't know. What? But it turns out he's a former trainee for a K-pop entertainment company.
Oh.
Oliver should be here. Oliver should be here.
Wow. Oliver.
Okay, they part ways. The next day, I'm heading to my Korean tutor session at a cafe when my tutor messages me that she's bringing her boyfriend. I know where this is going. I know where this is
We
going.
all know where this is going.
I bet you I know where this is going.
Wow.
I didn't think of it until I walk into the cafe and see her sitting next to the same guy who fucked me just the night before.
Yum.
There it is.
Wow.
He sees me and begins to turn red immediately. I sit down, playing it cool, but then, as I'm about to drink my hot Americano, he says with a smirk, oh, he says something that he said when the guy was drinking his cum the night before. Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. I've been like skipping a lot because this is gross. And I almost spill my coffee from laughing. His girlfriend, my tutor, looks so confused. He turns to her and they begin speaking Korean. She immediately stands up, slaps him, and then says to me, I don't know which to be more angry about. The fact that you two had sex last night or the fact that he's had more work done than me. What happens in Korea? And first of all, the balls on this guy who just like let me.
Oh, by the way,
himself. First of all,
I fucked the shit out of this man.
Last night. But the guy you're tutoring, I fucked him last night.
By the way,
I have questions. I have a lot of questions.
Maybe they were open, or I don't know. Why would she slap him? I don't know.
And also, what are the chances? And also, why are you at a motel in Korea on Grindr for the first time meeting a guy with no picture?
So many questions.
Gay, stop.
Is this real? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
Let us know. This would have been a great ooh moment.
Speaking of ooh moments,
yeah,
let's acknowledge that real quick
because
we've got a lot talked about that.
We've got a lot of comments
this season.
Asking
so
where ooh moment
many
is.
of you guys might have noticed that ooh moment of the week has disappeared, has vanished, nowhere, no sight to be found.
I fired him.
We both did. No, okay. So now that we've moved on to the studio, we film during the weekdays and all that stuff. And Oliver works. He's a PA, so he works like weird hours every single day. And so it's kind of been hard to kind of schedule a right time for him to come in and do Ubu moment of the week with us.
It doesn't mean that he's never going to be back, guys. Mm-hmm. If we can work out a way to get him back or do like something special, we will.
We will.
But
we can always make it like a Himalaya exclusive like sideshow.
We haven't come through on any of those promises yet. So like let's chill out before we add on.
But I'm saying it's an option.
Okay, option.
It's an idea.
I also want to say, because I can't get over the fact that this guy met a random faceless profile in middle of Korea on Grindr. I was talking with my friend last night. Do you remember back in the day when, I don't know if you did, when there were no apps? Like you had to do these like chat rooms. And when people were like, send pics, you literally had to do like Google Docs and send Gmail pictures. And then we'd be like, you'd send like 3 and they'd be like, great, got any more? Like, bitch, I just had to scan these photos. Email, no, those are my pics. There's 3 of them. And then you have to fucking go to Google Maps.
When you were 15 alone in New York?
I didn't say it, you did. Okay, and then you got to go on Google Maps and print out 3 pages of directions or put it into your fucking TomTom, fucking drive an hour and a half where now I won't even go more than 750 feet. Okay?
I don't know what you just said, but
I'm saying
all those words sound very frustrating, I'm so sorry for your struggles.
We're spoiled. We're dick spoiled because the way we go, we want like 10 photos, and then I'm not going like farther than 3 miles. Back in the day, you used to have to Gmail pictures to each other, print out directions, or put it into a TomTom, drive like an hour and a half. TomTom is like what you had before Google Maps. It was like a little thing you put on the windshield of your car to put in the directions and find out how to get places. Before apps were a thing. A time before iPhone, guys.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
I'm so old.
What? There was a time before iPhone? Oh my gosh.
And then the thing of it all is fucking sometimes you get there and the person doesn't look like their photo, but you're like, I just fucking drove an hour and a half, Google image search pictures and said all this shit. I'm doing something at this point. Anyway.
I like how every episode we flash back to your past,
but it's always
so mysterious.
No. My stuff was dark.
Like, wait, what happened?
My stuff was dark. This stuff I'm talking about, like I feel like a lot of people my age or like who used to do this, like I wasn't the only one doing this. I found this out last night. We have a guest.
We have a guest.
Sandwich her in here.
We're gonna take a little break, and then we're gonna bring our guest on, and we're going to get more civil. You know, we don't want to freak her out that much.
She's she's new to LA. She's new to this country, and just as
we gotta find out how American she is.
Yes, because obviously that's what Americans do.
Yeah, you gotta be super American.
Find out how American you are if you're gonna stay here.
Yes, Trump 2020.
I should have brought a wig.
I couldn't say that with that much. I couldn't put that in my chest, no.
We will be back in a second.
And we're back. We're here with the guests. We're here with the very own world-renowned, internationally talented
Hell yeah.
Elle Mills, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
Welcome to Messy. I know this is on your top list of accomplishments.
Yes, no, absolutely.
Well,
Being on MessyPod,
Yes.
a podcast you probably didn't know existed until a week ago.
No, I did know. I did know.
We're going to see how long it takes you to regret your decision on coming because we have a game.
Okay.
It's like an icebreaker game.
Okay, sounds good.
First off, do you drink?
I just stopped drinking.
Fuck.
I'm so sorry. It's been a killer.
Well,
for
it's
sure.
fine because it's still. I'll be your designated drinker.
Okay.
So
cool.
you're doing everything for her?
I'll suck the douche for her.
That's what friends are for, honestly. Just a night out in WeHo,
How about
sucking
this?
each other's douches.
But if the one I get doesn't have alcohol in it, I'll give it to her to then confirm what I say is in it.
But can you taste alcohol?
Yes. What do you mean? It's very
All
obvious.
those
which ones
nights
are
out
alcohol.
drinking, maybe alcohol just
Shut-
tastes
I
like
don't
water
have-
for you
You're
now.
making me
I don't
sound
know,
like
Mike.
I have that big of a problem. I'm okay.
Maybe you do. You never know.
Okay. Anyway, let's explain the game. It's called Will It Run Clear?
Okay.
One of these has water in it.
Okay.
As you know, if water comes out, you're good to go.
Yes.
One of these has vodka.
Okay.
That's like that water where it's like, yeah, it's good, but maybe you should do it one more time. Then you have to do a confession or someone will ask you a truth and you have to answer it honestly.
Gotcha.
One of them is filled with Jack Daniels.
Okay.
That's you're not safe and you got to do a dare.
Okay.
And then one of them is usually filled with cranberry, but we didn't have any cranberry, so I used Mac's Starbucks berry tea thing. That one, if you have to unlock your phone and give it to the host for 2 minutes to do whatever they want.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay.
And let me tell you from personal experiences, it's not fun when that happens.
Yeah.
It's a great
God.
time
Yes.
for everyone else but the person that gets it.
Yeah, Ari, I got it after Billy did, and he just literally deleted all of my apps. And I was like, I have no fucking clue what they were.
Oh my God.
It
That's
was
terrible.
awful. Yeah.
That's terrible.
I was worried
It
that he
won't
was
be
gonna
that
post
bad for
something.
you.
Yeah,
No,
okay.
don't worry.
Yeah, no. I hope you get it.
I'm afraid of you.
You should be.
Oh my gosh.
You should be. Anyway, I will start to show you how it is because you just grab it, you squirt it in, you confirm what it is, and we go from there.
Okay.
Okay?
Mhm.
Easy peasy?
Yes, I'm anxious. Always makes me anxious.
Since I basically made them, how about you tell me which one to pick?
You want to say that in the mic?
Since I made them, and technically I kind of know where everyone is, because we're only going to go one, so one will be left over. We're only going to do one turn. You
Mhm.
tell me which one to pick, since technically I know which is what.
I say
Give it to me.
the one in the corner towards me by the plants. I've drank so much caffeine. I'm
just
starting
said
to shake
top
again.
right.
Top, yeah. Okay,
Okay,
whatever. I don't
thank
know.
you.
I'm in a different angle.
Hold on.
Shut up.
This is fancy. This is how they do it in France. Sorry.
What is that?
What is it? Oh, is it the vodka cran?
This is the third time that's happened. We'll do it at the end.
Wow,
Because I'm
okay,
already upset about it.
Okay.
I feel like
You're already safe.
that
God
should be a
damn it.
segment on the show. We just take over Mike's phone for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
that
Oh,
should be
I
the
was worried about
icebreaker.
that one, to be honest. Okay.
You could squirt it here. Water.
Wow.
Wait, what is water?
That means you're
Nothing.
safe.
You're
Oh,
clear.
good.
You're safe.
Well, this is really great knowing this guest guy. This is going great. Mac, how about Elle? You pick Max.
Yeah, pick one and just hand it to me. I'm so far away now. I can't reach. Oh no. Oh no. That means I have to do something.
No matter
right?
what, something's happening to you.
Oh,
It's vodka, right?
no, that's whiskey.
That's whiskey?
Oh.
That's whiskey. Ew. What's the dare?
What's a dare?
Ugh.
Good dare we can
I'm
give
really
him.
Can I
bad
like
at
not
this.
move though?
Giving a
'Cause I don't
dare?
want to move.
You don't
Okay.
have to move. I dare you. It's kind of also could be a confession. Because last time we dared you to say which YouTuber you liked the least at the moment, and
Yeah.
he read Tana Mojo for a good minute.
I like that one.
I dare you to tell Elle which videos of her that you like the least.
Ooh.
And
Ooh.
why?
Okay. Ooh. I don't even know. I like your videos so much.
Oh, thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Shut the fuck up.
No, really. I used to be so obsessed with your videos before I knew you.
They are
I
pretty great.
literally told my manager, "Is there a way I could meet Elle?" Like
No
literally, like the beginning
way.
of like
Wait,
the first
Amron?
manager. Yeah, Amron. I
Oh,
was
I
like,
love
oh my god, because I
Amron.
knew he knew you.
He does.
And I was like,
hype
wait a
you
minute.
lot.
I'm done.
He was like,
He
"We're
loves
going
you.
for an award show, but like Elle's also up for it." And I was like, "Oh, like you guys, you'll be fine." He goes, "No, like she's much more relevant than I am." I was like,
Fucking
"Ooh."
Dad, stop.
I'm obsessed. I don't know. I don't know.
You
I'm trying to think.
He's something I
I'm
don't
trying
know.
to
that
think.
answer.
I'm like, what video did I like? Let me see. Let me think. I'm gonna think.
Mm.
I'm trying to think.
Mhm.
You do a lot of chaotic videos.
Yes, I do.
Sometimes they make me go like, what?
Yeah. Me too.
Like who did you marry again?
I married my sister's boyfriend.
You
Wait,
married
fully
your-
married?
Yeah, we went to
Fully
Vegas
married,
and
got a
legal-
certificate and everything. And I
Yeah.
was like, that is legal trouble, girl. That's probably the one I like the least. That's the one that
Yeah.
freaked me out. I was like, how is she
Yes.
gonna get out of this?
Yeah.
Did you get out of it? Or are you still
I
technically
was married for 8 months and then we got annulled. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
See, that's why people are successful. Like, I won't leave my apartment and I won't film for more than 5 minutes. And people out here getting married.
Yeah.
Mhm. That's probably one I like the least. Because it
Yes.
freaked me out. It freaked me out.
Makes sense.
I feel like it freaked a lot of people out. They were like, wait, does she understand the legality of marriage?
Yeah.
Was that like, what do you, in your opinion, I mean, this is a little bit of a tangent. What's like the hardest video that you ever made that like, because that's a lot of work. I would say
I
something maybe
wouldn't say
getting
that was the
married.
hardest, to be honest. I think there's a lot of videos where it's like a big production and just really stressful and like for example, like I did a video because my hometown didn't have a pride parade during Pride Month,
Mhm.
so I created my own pride parade, and so like organizing like hundreds of people and like the floats and like everything coming at the same time. It's like intense.
Literally just like making every other YouTuber feel like shit.
I know. Elle does like the most insane, chaotic things. And you're just like, oh my gosh. Like
That's
the
amazing.
time behind your video.
You were in that one.
Yes, I was. I
Yes.
was for like a second.
Yeah.
What did you do?
I gave her advice.
Yes.
on how to throw a
On
pride.
how to do a gay?
Yeah.
You barely go to the prides here.
Shut up. She doesn't know that yet.
Mac has had full breakdowns at prides.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I just had to leave because
Mm.
like Pride in LA is very, very crowded.
Yeah.
And so when you're like, I hate saying this, but when
Say
you're like
it.
a known person to
Oh,
the gays,
gotcha.
you end up stopping. And like I caused a lot of traffic jams the time I went to Pride, and to the point that I just left. I just
Yeah.
hung out with Mike at the bar for like
For drinks.
5 hours or
Like,
like
here,
10 hours.
here,
yeah,
here,
just
yeah.
sat there.
Mhm.
But yeah, I had to leave because I got anxious and all that stuff. And I felt like
Yeah.
people were like getting pissed off at me. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go.
Uh-huh. That makes sense. I feel like I would get very anxious at actual Pride.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's
very
intense.
intense, very in your face gay.
Well, I feel like a lot of internet people like avoid crowded places like that, especially Pride.
Mhm.
Especially a lot of LGBT YouTubers because it's like, it's not about me. I don't want to like do it. Like you were
Yeah.
like, you were causing like a crowd in the
I was
corner of the
causing
Abbey.
a crowd. Yeah, yeah. And I was like, this is not
Yeah.
about me, guys.
You're like, I have to
don't
go.
want to change like the focus. Yeah. Now speaking about your YouTube channel, or do you want to do a confession before we go into it?
Confession.
Confession.
The last one's vodka. You gotta do a confession.
No, I said we only doing one round. One's
One
left
round,
over.
that's it? Okay. Wow.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm
But,
already unlocking my fucking phone later and a confession.
Yes.
So what do you consider like the hardest video you made?
It's what he just asked her.
Really?
I feel like
Did you?
ADD. This is what we talked about.
I don't know what
where
led
you
into the
are.
pride conversation.
That
I was just like, oh, gay? Yes.
I wouldn't say that was the hardest. I don't know. It's definitely one of those bigger production
What was the
videos.
longest one? What took the longest?
I'm like trying to remember my videos now. Definitely. Oh God.
Put on the spot.
I'm like forgetting all my videos.
She does so much. She's like, I don't know. What's
They
time?
sound like they take a long time.
They
I-
do.
Honestly, they don't. Like
They
I
don't?
usually like because I want it done right away. So it's
Mhm.
just intense like 1 week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Congrats. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I don't have that
I
organization.
don't have an answer for you. I'm so sorry. I just like I
okay.
wish I could just like if I scroll through. Should I scroll or is
No,
that just hash?
No, if it
No.
comes to you, let us know because we kind of asked. I mean,
Proper.
you know what? I think making a pride parade for your hometown suffices.
It's a big
Okay.
thing.
I think that's a
You
safe
covered
answer.
your mom's house in rainbow
The wrapping paper.
wrapping paper.
That was an
to
easier
come
one.
out.
Really?
Yeah.
Cheaper one too.
Didn't you turn it into like a frat house too?
Yes, I did. That was a cheap one. Though,
That was a
too.
cheap one. What's the cleanup for that? Because I remember we had like all the pledges cleaned up the frat house.
They cleaned it up.
They cleaned it?
Yeah.
You
they,
had pledges.
they were so drunk. They're like, "We'll clean it." And I was like, "Okay." And like,
That's Canada.
yeah.
That's Canada.
That would not happen down
Here
here.
in America,
Los
we're like,
Angeles. They're like, no.
Here in America, literally, I used to have high school parties and they'd be like, sorry, I broke your 3 doors in your house last night. Good luck. And we literally just didn't have doors on the house.
That's insane.
They're like, sorry, bye. Not my house.
What was like the wildest cleanup you've ever had to do for a video?
Ooh. Oh my god. Well, I guess the most recent one, I turned my new apartment into like a winter wonderland, and like the fake snow got everywhere, and everyone's shoes were ruined, and it was like I had to go back home for Christmas, so it was like a mess for like a month. And I just got cleaners,
Oh, no.
and actually the cleaners I got, so like all of a sudden like I got it like 2 weeks ago, and like it was a mom and a daughter and her son, like a family cleanup thing, and she's like, I knew it was you, and I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, I saw your name, and I was like, oh, I think this is Elle Mills or whatever. I was like, yeah. She's like, is this because of the Winter Wonderland video? And I'm like, yeah. I'm
That
so
would give
sorry.
me such anxiety.
I'm so sorry.
Also,
I mean,
fucking
at least
deposit.
they knew what they were walking into, you know?
What?
At least they knew what they were walking into.
Yeah, I
then.
know.
Yeah, that's good. That's less anxiety in my hand.
Have you ever had that happen where it's like a Postmate showed up and like they like knew who you were or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
That has happened?
Yeah. Some of them asked for selfies, and I'm like, this is my
Yeah,
apartment.
I was on Snapchat.
yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Someone, did I tell you someone like cried? As soon as I opened the door, they found out who I was, and they just started crying. Yeah, and I was like, can I have a food?
Holy shit. I did not know
That
that.
happened like a few months ago. Yeah, they
Oh
just
my
started crying in front
God.
of me, and I was like, just standing there smiling. I didn't know what to do.
But then again, that also is nerve-wracking because you're like, oh shit, well, yep, this is where I live.
Yeah.
This is my exact address and my apartment number. But yeah, because you usually answer when people buzz. You usually go like, if I don't tell you I'm coming, you're like, hello?
Yeah.
Like you get nervous.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
He's at your fucking door.
Have a call box
Oh,
on my phone. I was
gotcha.
like, who's this? Yeah, now I'm starting to get nervous. Wow, okay.
Dude.
Elle Mills
Yes.
is here in front of us.
Is it
Yeah.
hard to lead the podcast?
It's not
back?
hard. It's hard to
Mhm.
change the subject. It's like, do I like continue it or do I
Here,
try to
I'll tell you
tangent
exactly
it?
how to do it because we each make bullets sometimes.
Mhm.
When it's especially when it's our friends. What is the next bullet? I'll transition for you.
Next bullet, we're going all over the place. But I
Good.
want to talk about your moving to LA.
Oh, yes.
Here's how you go. Like, wow, oh my God, such a hard video to make, but not as hard as moving to a new
Los
country.
Angeles. Oh my God,
Mm.
new country and everything. First of
Yeah.
all, do you have a green card? Are you like?
I have an 01.
Are you legal?
Yes,
Are
I
you
am
legal?
legal. For like
Because
a
you know
few
how we feel
years.
about
How
that
you
here in
feel about it?
America.
Oh, you've seen the new.
We should ask at the end of this. We should do like quick U.S. trivia.
U.S. trivia,
Yeah.
Like,
give you the
yes.
full citizenship.
Gosh,
And if you fail,
I'm so
you gotta
bad.
leave.
You gotta
I'll be
get-
so
you gotta
bad
get
at
out.
it.
So, how do you feel? What's your general opinion?
I've been really liking it. I think the first 2 weeks were a little harder, but I liked it because I was here for 2 weeks, then I went home for Christmas.
Mhm.
So it was just a little tester, and now
Okay.
I've been here for like nearly 3 weeks.
Is it the first place other than like your hometown that you've lived in?
Yeah, I've always lived with my mom. Like this is my first place
Okay.
alone.
Oh,
So
wow.
that's excessively hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been good though. I have my roommate's Luke Corns, and I love him. So it's been a
He's a
good-
very chill guy.
Yeah. We don't have our furniture. I got our couch, I got our TV, and a TV stand. Luke has yet to get the kitchen table.
Call him out live on the podcast.
I
Hey,
mean,
Luke, you
I've
gotta
been
get that
saying.
fucking
When
table.
I moved into my first place, it took us 4 months to furniture it. And it was like a
Damn.
small. You saw how small my first
Yeah. I'm
apartment
like, where's your
was?
couch?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's intense, but I'm really want to get it done this month. But
You're originally from where in Canada?
Ottawa, so it's between Toronto and Montreal.
Okay. I've only been to Toronto.
hmm
I hung off the CN Tower and then I never went back.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much else to do, truly.
Well, everyone like built up poutine and I was like, I gotta try poutine. And then I had
You
it. and
didn't
I'm
like it?
I liked it, but I'm like, this is cheese fries. Am I
Well,
wrong?
with gravy.
She's
I
with
mean, well, but
gravy
that's in
and
Jersey we call that
sometimes
Jersey
duck
fries.
fat.
But it was good. It was
Mm.
excessively good. I'm like, oh, we have.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm a big fan.
I was a huge fan, especially when I was like drunk. I'd be like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
great
great
drunk
drunk
food.
food. It is drunk food.
Uh-huh.
It is amazing.
100%.
Have you done like the typical LA stuff?
Like,
Being out here?
I mean, I've been going on hikes a lot.
That's a
There
I
it
went
is.
today. Yeah.
There
You've
it is.
changed. You're
Wow.
different.
Yeah.
You go to Runyon, hashtag
We
peak.
did do
You did-
Runyon.
Have you done the Hollywood sign yet?
No, but I've done it before. So
You done it before?
yeah.
It's not that great. It's long and there's horse shit everywhere.
Yeah, I didn't like it. That's like my
Yeah.
least favorite
Yeah.
hike.
That's
Let's
why
talk
I
about
love-
hiking for 2
I
hours.
love the behind the scenes of like Hollywood and LA because everyone thinks it's so glamorous once you're here.
Yeah.
And like a picture of me on the Hollywood sign, there's literally horse shit on the floor.
Uh-huh.
And like Hollywood, when I first moved here, I'm like, this is
Yeah.
Hollywood's the worst part, but when I moved here, you think it's going to be beautiful.
It's,
People
like, really
forget that Hollywood
sketchy.
is like, what, 200 years old or something? Like, the buildings have not changed since they
Yeah.
first built them. So it's just a very rundown looking city.
Got it.
Mhm.
Have you gone out in WeHo yet?
I have. Well, I feel like I haven't done this month, but I've done ladies' night.
Yes.
At where's
Ladies'
that?
Night's every Thursday, right?
They have it at the chapel.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
That's where I did it.
That's like all of WeHo. It's like Ladies' Night on like one single day.
I know.
Or 2 days sometimes a week, right?
No, I think it's one.
1 day?
Yeah.
Wow. Lesbian rights, right? We need to up that ante.
There should be like a bar. Like I feel like there's not like a designated bar.
Isn't
in
there,
like West
isn't there like a
Hollywood.
bar called Crush or something?
Is
Or
there? I think
used
there's
to
some in
be.
Silver Lake. More in
Yeah,
Silver Lake,
yeah,
not in
Akbar and
West
Silver
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Lake, it's a very like both gay and lesbian.
Because
There's
like I
no
feel like that
specific.
bar, because like sometimes the gay bars are exhausting. Sometimes
Mhm.
I would rather go to like the ladies' bar. Do you know what I mean? Because I feel
Mhm.
like this vibe I like. Do you know what I mean? No one's trying to put anything in my face. I just want to hang out and have fun. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
But no, I feel like what area do you like the most so far in LA? Like because everybody I feel like gets their spot.
Mhm.
I don't feel like I have it yet.
It's
I
3 weeks
think
out.
it's-
That's kind of good.
You
But
haven't-
still,
haven't been,
when I first moved here, I just didn't leave my hometown because I didn't have a car yet.
Oh my god, I don't drive. So it's Uber and
See?
walking.
Oh yeah, Uber and everything.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Have you been to like the beach area, South Bay?
No, not really.
Wow, that's where I'm from. So like you need to visit that
Ooh,
area because
I'm
it's
down.
very bougie.
See, the funny thing is,
You
Mac.
understand me more once you
Yes.
visit that area.
I used to make Mac come visit me when I first moved here because I lived up in North Hollywood.
Yes.
He used to give me shit like, "Why would you live up here? It's so far." Then I moved to West Hollywood, and he literally moves like around the block to where my first apartment was.
I'm dead.
I'm like, "Are you kidding? Like you talk so much shit, and then this is where you choose to go."
Uh-huh.
And
Know
now
for
my
yourself.
family acts like I moved to a different country.
Really?
Like once you move up to the valley, everyone like not in the valley is like, oh, you're all the way in the valley. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the temperature difference has to be crazy because
Oh,
people here
yeah.
are complaining about like 60 degrees,
Mhm.
and you're probably like pussies.
It is disgusting back in Canada right now.
I couldn't
like,
go outside.
no one leaves. Everyone just gets depressed and like stays
Oh my
in.
gosh.
You like don't want to leave. What are you gonna do outside?
Yeah.
Like
Stand there in the
nothing.
snow.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But to be fair, it's been kind of chilly here.
Mm-hmm.
Though, like, I love that we're talking about the weather.
I know. we transition. That's what all people in LA talk about is traffic and the weather.
Yes.
We go hiking. We deal with freezing temperatures of 60
Yeah.
degrees. And that's
Um,
really it.
Yeah, no, it's been pretty cold. Colder than I expected, I would say. Like, I haven't worn a t-shirt.
Okay.
I-
What's the most fun thing you've done in LA so far?
God, I just feel like I don't do anything anymore. Like, because like when I first came to LA was like when I was in 9th grade,
Mhm.
and so I did all the touristy stuff
Mhm.
then, and so like did Universal, Disneyland, and all that, whatever. Even though it's not really LA. I guess now I just kind of hang out with friends and do whatever it is they want to do. We did an escape room, but that's not very LA.
How was that? We should do that. I've never done that before.
It was alright. I mean, like, first
Was
of all,
it the Escape Hotel or something? Yeah, that's like
Yes.
the big one. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, it was. I don't know.
It's like expensive, right?
It's
that one's super
not
expensive.
worth it.
Yeah.
I'm so wow. I'm really trashing them.
By the way, this podcast is sponsored by Escape Hotel.
It was like $40 per person.
Really?
Yeah.
But in, like in the
Oh yeah, not worth it.
they would scare you in the beginning, like a bunch of jump scares, so you're like expecting the room to be like the exact same thing, but it's not.
Mm.
And then the room itself, well, to be fair, we went to a room that was like a 70% escape rate, so it was really easy. Anyways, that was what I'd done recently.
That makes. I mean, at least you leave your apartment. I yelled at
Oh,
Mac.
yeah.
I told him one of his resolutions this year: you have to leave
Leave
your
your
Yeah.
apartment.
Yeah,
Hang out with
I'm
your
a
friends.
homebody. I become a homebody.
Really?
Yeah.
For
Was-
the first 2 weeks of this month, first week and a half, I feel like I was truly just in my apartment locked there, but
Yes.
it was mostly because I was like getting furniture and cleaning up
Mhm.
and stuff.
Well, there's
But,
so much
yeah.
to see here, and especially in LA. Like you said, you're going to Joshua Tree soon.
Yes,
That's one of the things I tell people, everyone to do, and I haven't even done it yet.
Yeah.
Like highly recommend it. Never seen it.
Super excited about it.
Are you going with like a group of friends?
Yeah, I'm going with
Get some
Wes.
cute Insta pics and all those art
Yes.
installations.
I literally have no clue what to do there. But I think we're just gonna like chill out. I know we want to make some s'mores.
The thing is, you
like,
do
listen to
nothing there, and
music.
that's what's great about it.
I'm into that.
I feel like everybody in LA is always so on, and you're like always on like digital and stuff like that. So like to just go somewhere where there's like nothing is such like an attraction. We're like, I want to see nobody and do nothing,
Yes.
and not have to smile and do small talk.
You know what's
what I
fun,
mean?
guys? Just going in the middle of the desert and just existing.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
I don't know why I got her because it was. Because it's a lot of work here. Everybody's always working here. Like your life is your work out here. And it's fucking exhausting.
What was the reason why you moved to LA? Was there a big reason, or was just like?
Well, I got my visa in like the summer because of like different projects I've had to work on, and I just like I'm able to live here and work here for like 3 years. So I was like, might as well like take the opportunity and like change things up while I can.
Makes sense.
Because I've just like been home with my mom, and I'm like, I think maybe it's time to like not live with my mom. And Luke was looking for a roommate, so I was kind of just like, fuck it, and I just did it.
Just went
That's
for
amazing.
it.
Yeah.
Wow, the great stories why people move to LA. I moved out of my parents' house because I was like kicked out basically.
Oh
so.
really? Oh.
I didn't know that.
I wasn't kicked out. They tried to make it seem like I wasn't getting kicked out, but I kind of felt like I was getting kicked out. I stayed in the guest room. My dad moved in with my stepmom. I stayed in the guest room. And so I was like, I'm not, like, this is not my place anymore. I got to find my own place, you know?
Yeah.
And so.
And honestly, like if you can go on your own, like I mean, I don't know. I got the fuck out of my house the second I could. I moved to South Carolina for college, and the second I came back, I'm like, I cannot live here anymore. I gotta go. It was either New York or LA. So came here. Still trying to figure it out 3 years later, but we're having fun along for the ride.
But you need to see more stuff. You need to go to like farmers markets or like random festivals. Have you done Griffith?
I haven't yet.
You haven't done Griffith? You gotta see Griffith.
The observatory?
The observatory.
I've never
And
even
like
done
all the
that.
there's hike trails.
Okay, I'm
love
down.
hiking.
Yeah. I feel so so trashy almost. Like I'm ashamed. It's like
No, hiking is a very I mean, there's a lot of random sites in LA that you only hike to. And so hiking is a very recommended thing to do when you get
I'm just
here.
not able to do it back in Canada, so it's like pretty cool, and I've been into it.
Hiking in the middle of winter. That's like you can't. That's
God,
never heard
terrible.
of.
I did it a lot the first year. Now I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm like, now I'm lazy. You know what I mean?
No,
I
feel
do
that.
I do the hike to the Hollywood side once a year just to feel accomplished. So like I
Really?
did this, yeah.
Well, because it's long.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really steep, but it's like
it's
2
just
hours.
like 2
of
hours
hike.
of
Ugh.
walking, yeah.
Yeah. When you do Runyon, do you do? I love how we're just talking about fucking
Hiking.
hiking. Like when you do
God.
Runyon, you're like, what exactly
The
do you
most
do at Runyon?
LA episode we've had.
What's
No.
something LA we could talk about? What's something like have you
Earth
gone to
Cafe.
any like Earth Cafe? Oh my god.
Have you tried Earth Cafe?
I feel like I've had it once. I don't.
Not worth the hype.
Yeah.
Have you done any like what's an LA thing like an award show? A fancy like they're the worst.
Streamies?
Yeah, the streamies.
Does that count?
We went to the streamies and there I was like, "Where's the food?"
Oh
Mac
my
promised
God,
me
I
food. I was
know.
hungry the whole time. I'm eating like the little macaroons on the table.
Yeah, they don't give you food at the table, but they like give you a bunch of food before.
Like a bunch of cheese, yeah.
We missed that because I think we got there and got
We got there
distracted.
late our first year. My
'Cause,
second
like
year.
Poppy was
I
like
got there
walking
drunk.
3 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yes.
Okay.
Those are fun. I feel like they give me anxiety. Anytime like where you have to like go and do small talk, I'm like, I don't want to
Oh my
talk
God,
to any of
it's
these people.
terrible.
And especially if you're doing a sober month, oh my God, don't.
Oh no, I was drunk then.
Oh, that's what I'm gonna say because I tried to go to one of them sober.
Yeah.
Awful. Like I don't want to
No.
talk to you drunk, let alone sober.
I know,
I feel that.
too.
I feel that. But you've been pretty busy. You've been doing things, especially last year and all that stuff.
I guess so.
All around the
I don't know.
world.
I feel like I guess I did do a lot. Like financially, I was like, this is the most money I've ever made. But also, I was like creatively, I feel like unfulfilled and like I don't know. It was just like I don't know what it was. I just felt like it was truly my worst year, and so like that's why I was like, 2020, I'm not gonna like do that. Like let's change things up. And
Yeah.
so,
That happens. I know. I
yeah.
feel like when the money starts rising, you feel like you're losing a little bit of creative control in what you're doing
Yeah.
because everyone expects like that thing that you did like 2 years ago, replicate it and do it again. And you make a lot of money for it.
Yeah,
And you
well,
kind of
when-
get in that rotation.
Especially when you make something, it's a mental toll because you're like, am I making this because it's what I love and why I got into it, or am I making this because I want to make that money, or like I know
Yeah.
it'll make me like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's mentally exhausting. That's why a lot of content creators and people go through like a hard time every now and then. Bumps. I've seen everybody go through hard times.
Yeah.
So,
We all do. You did a show for Nickelodeon.
Yes, I did.
You did?
That is a thing.
Yeah.
Explain that to me, because I tried to watch an episode and I was like, "What's happening?"
Oh no. Yeah. I mean, I highly
No, it
endorse
looked like a good show. I've seen like the commercials for it. I'm like, wow, look at Elle Mills front and center. Like, hey kids.
It was interesting. It's a digital like Nickelodeon series, and it's like, have you ever seen what's that show with the cake where they all do it? Nailed It.
Yes.
Yes, but it's like with crafts.
Ooh. So yeah, wait. So you judge children?
No, they were like people are around.
Oh, I was like,
18
are
to
we like?
24.
I was like, go in there and tell your craft sucks.
Imagine,
child."
I would have been so bad. Oh, I've done a show.
Have you ever
with
seen?
kids.
It's Chopped Kids?
Yes, and they cry over
Oh,
when
The
the thing
kids
fell.
crying over like
God.
stirring potatoes.
I know it's horrible, but I love it.
Breaks my heart, but it's entertainment.
Yeah.
Yes. So it's like, okay, explain. So
Yeah, I mean, like that's the show. There's a competition, and they win a certificate. Like they don't win anything, and it was interesting for sure. Like the way it was filmed was almost like live TV.
Uh-huh.
So they had like a room with like all the cameras going, and like so that the editing could go faster and stuff. So it was interesting to see all that, and I don't know, cool to do something with Nickelodeon. But yeah, I that's like my second hosting thing.
Was it like a host and a judge thing? Like, do you go up and like?
Yes.
That's awesome though.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Oh, wow. How did that come to be?
I feel like I've had a couple meetings with like Viacom and like
Mhm.
Nickelodeon specific, and they've been trying to figure out what it is, because I was like, I'm kind of on the verge where it's like I could do MTV or I could do Nickelodeon.
You don't
I
want to
feel
do
like
MTV.
Mhm.
I feel like I do think I'm not edgy enough for MTV, to be honest.
I had a meeting with Nickelodeon once. All
Yeah.
they saw was my fidget spinner video. They thought
Oh.
that was who I was, because I was going viral over the internet. And I was like, when my manager told me like, "Oh, you have a meeting with Nickelodeon," I was like, "Me?" Out of all the people, why?
Yeah. Oh yeah, so I mean, I guess they just like they had the show, and they were like, "Would you be interested in doing it?" And I was like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?
That sounds
Fuck it, let's do this
awesome.
Nickelodeon show."
Fuck it, let's do this fucking Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
Wow. Is there a season 2? Is there more in the future?
As
Or
of
was
right
there
now,
seasons?
no. I guess there could be, but there's no word of season 2.
No word. Okay.
Well, I feel
wow.
like a lot of networks are starting to go to streaming. Like MTV's done it with Tana's show.
Yes.
Mhm.
Nickelodeon's obviously
The
starting to
Real
do
World
it.
is now on Facebook. It's a Facebook Watch
Really?
show. Yeah.
Man, Facebook Watch. It's just Facebook's putting a lot of money into that.
In
They
a lot.
are. Doesn't Grace Helbig have her own like Facebook?
Yeah,
interview
she's
I think a
doing
show?
lot of
something.
people have Facebook Watch shows
I've done
now.
2
Yeah.
Facebook Watch shows now.
And I think that's like a really good platform. I feel like if they're gonna bring like internet content creators onto like the Main Street platform, I think
Mhm.
keeping it digital in the beginning is like a good move, because we've seen so many people transfer to TV and it just like not work out.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Mhm.
always transfer well
100%.
because you lose a lot of control, and that's gonna make everybody go nuts.
Mhm.
Sorry, I have opinions on
Yeah.
it.
What shows did you do on Facebook Watch?
I did do you know the channel Cut? They do like Truth or Drink.
Yeah,
and-
yeah.
So
I've
they
seen that.
did a show called Kids Plan, where I was the host, and it was like kids plan their date for their parents, and the parents had to go on the date the kids planned.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so like there was like a date that was completely upside down, and so they had to do that. There was a food fight date, and like it was just kind of like cute little dates like that.
I
had
will
to work
never
with
be invited on
kids.
any of this shit.
I like how you're making all these hosting jobs
Yeah.
and doing things, and I'm just
Wow.
like,
How long have you been in LA for?
I've been here for like
This was like before LA, though,
yeah,
right?
this is before I
Well,
I-
for
I,
LA.
I used to just travel here a lot. Like
Yeah, a
I was
lot.
here
You
like
were
once
here all the
every
time.
once every 3 months.
That's awesome. I've been here for 3 years, and all I'm known for is putting bread in my ass.
Okay.
And
Long
being-
story.
And being fired by Lindsay Lohan.
Oh my god! Wait.
She
You
goes,
just
"Wait."
realized who you're sitting next to,
No,
the
that's
one
why-
and only Mike from
that's why I'm
Lindsay
saying,
Lohan Beach Club.
If he says your show did
I
well,
saw that clip.
what'd you think of my ass?
Wait.
Oh my God.
Wait. Oh my god! I need to rewatch it now.
It's okay. I cry. I got there like the first day. I'm like,
How
which
she-
one of us
wait,
is gonna
can we
cry?
just
It was
turn-
me.
I know you've probably talked
Mike
about
talks
this so
about it all the time. He loves ranting
Okay.
about
Hey,
that
Guys, welcome
failure
to
of a
Elle Mills
show.
podcast where she interviews Mike.
Okay, well, guys, I've been like, I don't know what it is, but obsessed with like, I've been like really nostalgic about the early 2000s recently. Like, I'm posting a video today where I watched the Lizzie McGuire movie on repeat for like as long as I could, and I
That's
got up to
amazing.
14 hours.
What?
And so like I've been obsessed.
You
And
know
so,
they're rebooting it.
I know.
My
I'm
roommate
so
was supposed to be her younger brother on the show.
No way.
I don't know if I was supposed to say that because
Oh.
her younger brother wasn't going to come back, but then I think he chose
You know,
to,
there's
and then
more
he got
drama
cut, and he
now.
was really upset.
There's more, like the creative director of it got
Yes.
like quit because they weren't like communicating with like the company
Yeah.
right. I guess they wanted to do like clashing too much, so they quit. And so
Drama
now
McGuire.
The production has been postponed.
I
to,
know.
Like, they
Really?
don't know when.
I'm
So it might
so
not even be
sad.
coming back now. It might just be
No,
like
don't say
they might pull the
that.
plug on it.
Oh,
I would totally watch
drama.
Lizzie McGuire again. That was like
so good.
prime TV.
So good. But anyways, like that era of like Lindsay Lohan and everything, and I'm like, I've just been thinking about her recently. So what's she like now? What's her vibe?
Honestly, super nice.
Okay.
Just like doesn't make sense.
Gotcha.
And I say that in a night because you never know.
Lindsay.
She might decide to not like pull the plug and ruin my 5-year deal. You know what I mean? Come on. Anyway, but no, she's very nice.
Okay.
I can't say anything bad about her. I know her. She had gotten into like a few fights with some people on the cast,
Yeah.
but like we didn't see her do anything bad. She's just like she's a celebrity. She's a kid who's a celebrity.
Yeah.
Getting her to show up to shit was kind of like hard.
Gotcha.
But she was always nice to me, I guess, because she did like me. Some things that just didn't make sense. Like I told Mac one day, we're all sitting at a hookah bar in
Yeah.
the middle of Greece, right? And everybody was wearing like Balenciaga. All the girls were dressed super cute.
Yeah.
But they told us not to wear any brand name stuff. So all my shit was from Target.
No way.
And she's going down the line telling
Yeah.
us what she thinks about us. She was like, I like you. And I was like, thanks so much. She goes, actually, don't talk. You look like a stripper. I'll like you more if you don't talk.
What?
So she
What?
goes,
I don't remember
so
this
she taps me
story.
on the shoulder. None of this made the cut. She taps me on the shoulder. She goes, come with me. I'm taking you to Off-White. Off-White, bitch. I was like, let's go. So here I am with Lindsay Lohan, her whole entourage, and me, and all these cameras. We're trying to keep up because she's like running down the streets. I'm like, what's happening? Where are we going? Trying to follow her through Mykonos.
Yeah.
We left everybody else at the hookah bar. We get to Off-White, and I'm like, I can't afford anything in the store.
Yeah.
So she's looking around. She's like bossing everybody around. Why don't you have my size in this? I know the owner. And then she was like, what do you like here? I'm like, I really like those boots. And they're like $2,000 boots.
Yeah.
And she goes, yeah? I go, yeah. She goes, cool. Buy them. Like, I don't have, she goes,
my
I don't have any money. She goes, why? Where do you shop? I'm like, fucking Target, bitch. I don't know what you're talking about. And then she like bought herself a shirt and we left. I'm like, why was I here? Like nothing made sense. But she's cute.
You know, she's been in the business. She's so used to spending $2,000 on a pair of boots. She's probably thought everyone can do that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't want to linger on this topic, but I just want one last question. I'm just so curious, like, cause I've seen like videos of her now, right?
Yeah.
Is she like? Do you think it's from
Drugs?
drugs? Yeah.
Drugs?
Or is it like just from the fucked up childhood she must have had?
Well,
I
being
don't
somebody
know.
who I also have like a past with like drugs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So like when I hear her on interviews and being like, I've only done cocaine like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, bitch, what, in an hour? Like, what are you talking about? 2 or 3 times doesn't make you okay? Because she was beautiful. She still is beautiful.
Yes.
Like I'm not saying it, but like Lindsay Lohan, like during Mean Girls time, absolutely a gorgeous girl.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You see her now and like still pretty, but she looks for her age a little weathered. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's, but just I'm not gonna. A lot of people came for her in the press. I'm like, what we're not gonna do is come for a woman about how she looks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But cocaine 3 times doesn't make you weathered. Doesn't
Yeah.
do that to you. Do you know what I mean?
Mhm.
So I think it's just like you see like a lot of these child stars,
Mhm.
how they are like not all right in the head because I don't think they grew up. I don't think they had a
Yes.
normal life. And I think there's a whole mental like research thing that should be
Yeah.
done there because I think it definitely fucks your brain.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Growing up with
absolutely.
rich money that you're supporting your family when you're 9.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, absolutely.
And especially you're exposed to everything. Like we were exposed to a lot in our high schools. Imagine having all the money in the world in the middle of Hollywood.
yeah.
I tell when people are like, what is that like 16-year-old YouTuber like? I'm like, awful. But you know what? So would I be if I probably had like all the money in the world living in
Yeah.
LA by myself without my family.
Mhm.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So she's great. I won't ever talk bad about
So
her.
She's great.
interesting. No, I
Just a
love
little
that. That was
better.
so interesting. I love that.
Yeah. I think, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. T. Wow.
Would you do a reality show?
I guess.
See?
if they paid me enough, honestly, I mean, honestly, yeah, if they paid
Wow.
me.
I will say, because I asked Mac the same question, and his response was literally, my videos get more views than their highest rated show. So
I'm
I don't think
dead.
That That was not my response. That was me talking about the Lohan show. I was like,
first of all, our first 3 episodes did great. Then they were like, marketing wise, let's move it to 10 o'clock. We were Tuesdays at 8. Keep hitting the mic. Tuesdays at 8. They moved us to 10 o'clock at 10 on a Monday. Why? 10 o'clock at 10? 10 o'clock on Monday.
10 o'clock at 10?
10 o'clock at 10.
10 o'clock at 10 on a Monday.
I was just mad. And they were like, because we want that teen mom audience. I'm like, what the fuck? And then our views plummeted. And I think also the show was just boring.
The show was chaotic. We didn't know what
didn't
was
make
going
any sense.
on.
We were working in Greece. We didn't even have a work visa. Explain to us how this worked. And they also were like, if you fuck anybody, date anybody, cause any drama, you're fired.
Wait, what?
So I was like, I came here to do every single one of those things.
That seems so odd that they would want you not to do that.
Exactly. Well, MTV wanted us to, but Lindsay didn't. Because Lindsay was like, it's classy. We're like, ma'am, everybody's topless.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? They fired me. They were like, do whatever it takes. So they would pimp us out. So at the end of the day, also, they were like, why didn't you have underwear on? Everyone was like, Mike's gross. You didn't have any underwear on. We were in Greece. There was no dryer for our laundry.
Mm-hmm.
So the first week there, I air dried all my laundry and we were on a cliff. That's where the house was.
Yeah.
And it's super fucking windy in Mykonos, so all my underwear blew off into the ocean.
No
I had no under the whole week.
way.
That's why I didn't have underwear. So when my guest was like, I want your bathing suit, what was I supposed to do? Next thing I know, Ari put bread in my ass and it was just downhill from there.
Damn.
Love that. We love that. What reality show would you do?
Sorry.
Trying to spin it back to Elle.
Yeah. God, I wouldn't want to do any of them, to be
Any of
honest.
them?
But like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm not problematic enough.
Mhm.
I wouldn't do anything. I'd be like pretty reserved,
Mhm.
and like I just wouldn't be good television, to be honest. That's
And
just it.
I feel like it's hard for YouTubers to make that full jump because, like you said, we kind of just like hang a lot of times, and not everybody's how they look in their videos, and you give up all your control.
Yeah.
Yeah,
know
it's a
what I
lot.
mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Like Tana's show, I got so mad because it has potential to be good,
Mm-hmm.
but like I get mad because the thing is, I think they gave her control,
Okay.
and when it would be like I call it blue balls because it's like
Yeah.
I'm gonna fight with Jake Paul. I'm gonna fight with Jake Paul. Cut to the next clip. So I fought with Jake, but now we made up. Where was the fight?
Oh, so
Yeah.
never.
You never see it, or they're
I
like
never
they get
watched
there
an
like we're
episode,
gonna
to be
talk.
honest. So it's-
That's why I get mad. I'm like, we're gonna talk off camera. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm
Yeah.
like screaming, you're gonna do it right here, bitch. What's going
Cut
on?
the cameras. Dead
Dead.
ass.
Yeah.
Have you seen that meme?
No.
Shut up. Okay. I'd probably do Big Brother. I feel like I can do Big Brother.
Okay, I couldn't.
You couldn't?
I don't know.
I don't know. You're just inside a house for like 3 months. That's like me every.
Yeah,
3
I think I
months.
would get kicked off right away though. I just feel like the
It feels
challenges.
like. Yeah, the challenges probably
I
would be a
would-
lot.
The challenge, but you don't always you're good socially. Like you have
Yeah.
like a personality that people are gonna like,
Uh-huh.
and that's half the game.
Okay.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I know like you're not gonna win. Like if I were to ever do something like the challenge, oh, I'm losing everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like I can make everybody like me, so no one wants to eliminate me.
Yeah.
That'll get me at least 4 episodes in. You know what I'm saying?
Do you want to do the challenge?
Hot maybe. I don't think they want me to do the challenge.
They're not ready for you to do the challenge.
I'm still waiting for my fucking Moon Man Apple Watch that they sent to everyone from Are You the One?
Wait, were you on Are You the One?
No.
Oh.
I'm friends with a lot of them though, because they did the whole
Oh.
bisexual season.
Gotcha.
So I was like, I see them all posting, and I added MTV. I'm like, at MTV, where the fuck's my Apple Watch though? With like that Squidward holding a gun.
I'm dead.
I'm like, send me my fucking watch. But
I'm dead.
I think you guys, I think you
Alas.
both would be great at like a Big Brother.
If they did a YouTuber edition.
YouTuber edition of Big Brother.
Ooh,
Oh,
cast it
wow.
right now. We need 10 YouTubers.
Oh.
Put
Well,
you two in,
including
so give me
us?
eight
Eight?
more.
8
Okay.
more.
Who would you think would be good at it?
Who will we beat?
I feel like you would like.
And who
You
would
need
do it
some
too?
problematic people in
Problematic
there.
people.
Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, I'm like Trisha.
Trisha, of course.
Aren't they doing the reality house? Isn't that like
I
a
think so.
thing? Like,
Trisha did Big Brother UK, Celebrity
Yeah.
Big Brother UK, and then quit.
she was problematic, but she was great.
Yeah, she was.
She was great. Yeah.
I feel like
maybe someone from the Vlog Squad.
Vlog Squad.
who would do it?
The one
David
and
Dobrik
only
won't do
David
it.
Dobrik.
He won't do it. He's like, we can't pay me
Maybe
enough.
like. Would it be too problematic to put Jason in there with Trisha?
No, that's
Ooh.
perfect.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
casting would love
and
that.
they don't even know they're in it together, and they just walk in the door and they're like, what a TV moment. Television,
this
if
is
you're
why-
watching.
I always tell him like Mac would just be in the corner the whole time going, oop.
I'll just be watching the drama. It'll be
Oop.
me and Elle just like
Yeah,
watching
be like,
the drama.
whoa.
We'll meet up together and be like, so this is what happened. When I walked in this room, they were like yelling at each other. And I was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
That was so good.
Yeah.
You should like toss in Tana in there because of like what happened between. Did you know the drama?
Tell
What
me
drama?
the drama.
With like why the root of Trisha and Jason breaking up?
Was
of-
with Tana?
Hell
Oh, with like the
because- because
threesome
the
thing?
threesome
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, I heard about that. Tell Mike.
Well, I mean, I don't really. I wasn't really following too hard, but it's basically like there was jokes made in David's vlogs where like he was trying to put Tana and Jason and Trisha into like a threesome situation, and Trisha was getting like upset and jealous and like
Well,
didn't
Jason fucking Tana. That's kind of like.
yeah.
How old is Tana? She's just
She's
turned 21.
21.
She just turned
Okay,
21.
but still, I think it's kind of little.
Yeah, and so like it just caused problems, and then like Trisha made an exposed video, and
Have you ever had beef with a YouTuber? I don't see you as somebody who would
Me.
fight.
Right now.
Yes. No, I have not. I've not.
Good.
Yeah.
See,
we're not the
you?
beef type. No.
Yeah,
no.
nah.
Why would I start beef?
I just,
What would
like,
I do?
I-
I'll get tired halfway through and just like
Yeah.
forget that I ever started beef.
I feel like the only reason I would ever be in beef is if someone else like made it public.
Mhm.
I don't know, like
Got it.
But
Like if
also I'm
someone
not-
came for
Yeah.
you for no
Yes.
reason.
Yeah, like
exactly.
if someone else started it.
Yeah,
then
I
I'll
would never
reply,
start
but I'll
it.
never. Yeah.
I just don't see any situation in which that would happen.
Exactly. I always come back. I was like, I'm very small with like my YouTube friends to like avoid that exact thing. I don't need
Yeah.
anybody pulling up my texts
Yeah.
because it's very easy to cancel me.
Yeah. Oh, I'm fucking dead.
So, but are you working on anything like big right now that you're excited about, or
No, nothing in the works right now. I'm definitely trying to. I really want to make a short film this year, so that's like something I'm working on.
kind of like you already do? You make like mini short films
yeah.
as it is.
Yeah, but I want to do something like that. I'm not in, and I'm directing, and like it's like scripted.
Got
Like yeah.
Have you ever figured out the copyright situation on your channel, or is
I've
that
been
just...
the past 2 videos have been copyright free.
Oh wow!
so,
You're growing.
I know.
I'm so proud.
Thank you. I saw like the AdSense money. I was like, oh my god, people make
Yeah,
money off
that
this.
was the problem with Elle in the beginning of her YouTube channel. She would use copyrighted music a lot as her background for
Yeah.
like the tone and the setting,
Yeah.
and then a lot of her videos weren't monetizable
Yeah, I
because
would-
of that reason.
I would make like $100 per month off AdSense.
That's okay. That's what I'm making right now.
I
I love that. That's your
Yeah.
horrible. Anyway, let's wrap this up because I think this has
Yeah.
been great. We've learned a lot about Elle
And Lindsay Lohan.
and Lindsay Lohan.
Our
Can't get
viewers
enough
will
of
learn
her.
a lot about Los Angeles.
And the weather and
They have-
hiking.
Yeah.
Do you have any like being somebody that just moved here? What piece of advice would you give somebody that's like thinking to move into LA?
It's tough because if they don't know anyone here, then maybe like putting yourself out there and like I don't know, either going to the bars and like or going to like classes or something where you can meet new people because I feel like that's key because you
Yes.
could feel really lonely here. And I
And
think
we've said that before. Los Angeles is a social town. And you need to be
Yes.
sociable to survive.
Yes, getting a job at a bar was the best thing that ever happened to me.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Having
Having.
previously.
Yeah.
Maybe
To
we
be
don't know.
determined.
Suspended TBD.
TBD.
Next week, if I speak really negatively about them, I'll come out with a hotel.
Yes.
Tell a book.
That's
The
what I
entire podcast, you just ranting.
Yes.
On the
Oh.
secret.
What's the? I used to work at BuzzFeed. What was
Oh,
that thing?
yes.
I used to
Oh,
work at the Abbey.
Or why I left
Oh, shit, I
BuzzFeed.
said that.
Why I left
BuzzFeed.
BuzzFeed. Yeah.
Why I was. Okay.
Well, I was fired from the Abbey.
Where can people find you?
No, where people can find you, Elle?
You can find me at youtube.com/LLTheMills or on Twitter it's @MillsL and on Instagram it's L.Mills.
Hell yeah.
Yummy. Where can people find you, Mike?
Everywhere at Mike MGTV.
And you can find me anywhere if you search Mac Does It.
If you guys are listening to us, we come out with our audio, every Thursday?
Audio. Okay.
Is that how this is going?
So we messed up last week.
No,
I messed
you
up.
messed
I
up.
messed up. All right. So this is the schedule.
Mm.
Audio first, Himalaya Premium
Mac.
Wednesday.
Mac. Audio comes out every Thursday.
Audio comes out every
Visual
Thursday.
comes out on our YouTube channel
Audio Wednesday. Video Thursday.
Isn't that for the premium on the Himalaya app? No, it's just audio on Wednesday. And then I think the visual Friday because I get it Thursday night. Because then it doesn't up. So, let's do this
We're
again.
gonna do it right now.
Here we go.
Audio Thursday, visual Friday, a day early on the Himalaya
Mac,
app,
no,
right?
they're saying straight up
No?
no. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Messy.
So-
This is why it's called that. Okay, the audio comes out every Wednesday. The visual will come out normally every Friday, I guess, only because it takes a while to upload. It does take a lot. So let's just do Friday to be safe on the YouTube channel. And if you guys would like, you could sign up for the premium version on the Himalaya app to get everything a day early.
Yeah.
Yay. Wow, we know our
figured it
schedule. Did we do it? Yeah, it's a
Maybe.
solid
We don't
maybe.
know.
You'll see.
We
You'll
don't
see
know. We'll
if
figure this out.
if this week is like we just said, then we did it right. If not, just what did you expect? You're listening to a podcast called Fucking Messy. Thank you guys.
But also, you know what we forgot to do?
What did we forget to do?
Fuck with Mike's phone.
Son of
Oh
a
yeah,
bitch.
we gotta mess with Mike's phone. Oh wow, you
Yeah.
almost got out of that.
I don't want you to do it. I want Elle to do it because she's nice.
L for 2
Okay.
minutes. Okay, for 2
2
minutes.
minutes. Okay.
Hold
You
on,
get
I
2
just wanna-
whole
I just
minutes.
want to go through my camera. Okay.
You get 2 whole minutes to mess with
Okay.
Mike's phone. You can post on his Instagram, post on his Twitter,
Okay.
send some snaps.
Go.
So Mike, how's your day going?
Honestly, which one of this had vodka in it? Oh, fuck.
So what's happening?
Oh
Don't tell us what's happening, but I'm gonna try
Oh,
to guess.
okay.
yeah.
Are you
I'll go through it when
messaging
she's
people?
done.
What's happening?
Is she messaging? I hope so.
She messages Lindsay Lohan.
Yo, I was gonna say, I was like, can you imagine? She can. She's in my DMs. No, don't get it.
I was just gonna do a public tweet.
Go ahead. You can do that. You can do
Which
whatever you
one's
want.
better?
You got 2 minutes.
Whatever you want.
You got 2 minutes.
You got 1 shot to talk to Lindsay Lohan.
Once I was like,
And maybe she might see it. There's a 70% chance she
well,
won't.
because she follows me and then unfollows me, and then follows me, then unfollows me, and she's not following me right now.
And then she randomly sent you a DM saying,
yeah,
hey,
I'm
and
like
then never replied.
stoned in my bed, and like at 3 in the morning, and all of a sudden I get like DM from Lindsay Lohan. Hey, hi. She also remember I went hiking. I went hiking shirtless when the show was going on with all the guys. I just took my shirt off. I was hot in LA, and she fucking comments on it. Stop getting naked. You have no team without Lindsay Lohan, and she added herself. I was like, stop commenting on people's photos. I
love
love
her.
her.
We
I do
love
love her because she's
her.
problematic and amazing. She doesn't give a single fuck 'cause she doesn't need to. She's over in Dubai doing God knows what. Live your life. I love.
your life.
I talk shit, but like I talk shit about you too. So like I love her and I will always like stand her, but I will always also like talk shit.
Where are your contacts?
Oh
You
shit!
got 30 more seconds.
I
forgot
know.
what's
Where's your
happening.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have Lindsay's number.
I know. I'm just gonna see who you do have.
Calling me Abby like this is for Rachel, you big fat nasty smelly fat bitch. Why you took me off the motherfucking schedule? Well, this is anxiety. 10,
No,
9, 8,
Ugh.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
1.
Give me my phone.
I was gonna pay someone. God damn
Say
it.
so with Mike's broke ass. He will literally start crying.
Prince. Someone demanded Prince. That's my sister.
Oh, I'm dead. I was
My
like, this
sister's
seems
dog.
interesting.
Anyway, what
I
happened?
just
What
tweeted
happened?
Lindsay, like, miss you, baby girl. That's it.
Everybody's gonna be like, Mike, give it up. We're done. Mike, shut
It's
up.
over. Mike,
Yeah,
it's over.
They're like, let it go. It's done. It's never happening.
It's never
done.
happening. But at the same time, if you guys want to send any messy hookup stories, send them to messypod@gmail.com
Yes.
or tweet us at messypod. Any ideas or situations, and follow us on all of our social medias
At MessyPod.
at messypod, and subscribe to us on the Himalaya app, please, please, very much. Thank you very much.
Yes. We'll do audio special favors. I don't know.
We're figuring this out as we go.
Sexting with Mike. We'll turn this into like a dirty radio show. Like you've called 1-800.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for watching, and you have just been douched.
Wow.
Messy. Messy. Messy.